Hello everyone, in this video I'll tell you how to find and kill the 3 first bosses of Rogue Legacy 2, and of course in order for you to not be spoiled I made this video in chapters so you can directly access to the chapter with boss 1, boss 2 and boss 3, and that's also why it's only a picture for now on this video. So for the first boss you need to get the eyes up of the tomb. It's not mandatory, but you'll be able to communicate with the blue balls, and they'll tell you that you need to jump on the lantern, quickly attack one lantern and then move to the next one, and if you manage to do it fast enough you'll be able to reach the first boss. Directly you'll see that bosses in Rogue Legacy 2 are not easy, so even if you are good at this type of game it will still be very hard to dodge every spell that he got on you. That's why I would advise to start trying him at level 35 or 40 and not much before, because otherwise you'll die and lose your run, so it will be not very efficient to upgrade your characters. If you have enough armor and damage it will still be quite easy to kill him, so you don't need to dodge every spell that he's casting, but just do the maximum damage that you can and tank his attacks with your armor. So once you are level 40 it will be much more easy to do it and to get the loot. Second one is the Void Beast. It's very easy to find, you just need to go at the end of the level 2 with Echo's Boots. So once again, Echo's Boots are not mandatory, but you need to play an Iron Style to kill this boss quite easily, so just make sure that you unlock these boots before getting to him. This boss has a great damage area, so you'll always want to be in the air, and the great thing is that once you manage to remove 1/3 of his life, he'll call his friend. You'll end up facing 2 bosses, and that's why it's very important to always be in the air. If possible, use ranged attack, for example a ranger or a mage, and if you find the relics, damage over time are very good because you'll be able to be in the air, put some damage over time and dodge boss attacks. You should be around level 70 in order to defeat these 2 bosses. Just make sure that if you are playing a fighter with melee attack to be at the best distance possible, it will be very tricky. That's why I would advise to play a ranged character for this boss. For the third boss, you'll need first to find 2 Lilies of the Valley in order to open the gates from this boss. You'll want to get the Agartha wings because they are very helpful, they unlock the double jump and it will be much more convenient in order to defeat this boss. You can also reach him with special abilities like the Ranger or the Super Jump. This boss will be very hard to kill because he'll first cast a lot of spells, but also cast projectiles that you need to destroy with the jump ability. So it's a bit tricky, you need to manage the boss and all of his attack, and also think about the projectiles that are heading your way. The first phase is quite easy, so you'll need to put him to midlife in order to reach the second phase, which is much more harder. So make sure to not lose a lot of health points because you'll need your pool of HP for this phase. It will be then very hard to deal with all the projectiles and kill the boss, so once again stay in the air. You can do a bit like for the second boss fight, keep your distance, use range attack, and if you have some damage over time will be great. And in the meantime you stay in the air, you destroy the projectiles and so on. If you get killed during this boss you'll be able to try it again without fighting the Lily of the Valley. The door will always be open. Lilies of the Valley will be switched by a relic, so make sure to have a look for an interesting relic before fighting this boss. Once he's dead, you can move to the next world, and it will be in my next video, so make sure to follow the channel if it's not done already, and don't forget that you find everything on the website dmgaming.eu.